Hey everybody, this is Donovan White. I am going to be rendering this out and building it, I guess, modeling it, whatever, here in Blender. A friend of mine wanted to know how I did it when I showed it to him, so I'm making this for that reason. So first thing we're going to do, I've already got my image selected, so we're going to go to orthographic mode, and there we go. Now as you can see, that's like a 6 foot tall dude, so this thing is probably like 40 feet tall, but we're not going to really make it that tall. Let's see, unit metric, good. I use metric because a lot of stuff that I make is to scale. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a cylinder. Flip over to Z mode. Hold on. What's this stupid little thing? Pink. Alright. So I got that on there. Pink. Alright. Now, we are going to make the radius 50 centimeters. Let's see if that's good. First I need to move this around. So, there we go. So we're going to make the radius 40 centimeters. Oop, that's 40 meters. 40 centimeters. There we go. Then we're going to make the depth. Needs to be about, we're not going to choose the depth. And so switch over here. I prefer the box, unlike my friend EC, who prefers the C buttony thing. And I don't know why I did that, because that needs to go that way. So there we go. And then maybe, and oh, alright. Then we're gonna throw in, and I know a lot of people like to use the hotkeys. I find it easier personally to do it this way. So I'm going to say that's right about there. Loop, cut and slide. That's right about there. Loop, cut and slide. Put another one there. Loop, cut and slide. Put another one there. And then we're going to put one really close. We're going to have to zoom in to mess with that one. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Really close. Okay, so now we can start scaling. So, A to make sure nothing. Get out of here. A to make sure. There we go. And zoom. So we're going to scale this in really close, like the picture has it. And then we will maybe cut and slide that. Scale it. Don't really know why I said loop cut and slide. Right there. Okay, and as we can see in the picture, it's like a little loop. This piece here I am not going to be making for this particular doohickey. So we're going to put one there. And we're going to do that again. Put another one almost on top of it. And the reason being is so it'll keep that other size. Put another one here, and then put another one right underneath it. I'll scale that one down, and this is the right size now. So we go in here. I'm sorry, whatever that was. Scales, pull that in like so. Here. Scale that in. And I'm actually going to loop cut and slide one more time. About there. Scale that in like so. And grab this. And scale that in. Alright, so we're going to rename this Plasma Injector Core. Alright. So that piece is done. So pop out here, and we are going to create a Torus. We'll scale it down a bit. We're going to move that right up there. Right there. That's going to be for this pipey bit. Except for, I'm going to duplicate it. And move another one down here. Then I'm going to pop. Hold on. Z. Yep. Okay. Only one I got. Alright, so I'm going to go to Tools. I'm going to duplicate linked. That way, when I make a change to one, it automatically makes a change to the other. And I'll be using a lot of those, just so that you're prepared. Alright, we're going to create another Torus right there. Alright, now we're going to go here, minor segment, major segment, don't matter. The major radius, which is the outside radius, we're going to make that 3 meters. Maybe 2.5 meters. There we go. As long as I don't do anything with this itself, this will stay here. Ah, that's right. Alright, hit one. Okay, and I think it kind of needs to be down just a little bit more. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, now we're going to create another cylinder. Vertices is fine. Radius, we're going to make that 10 centimeters. Not 10 meters, 10 centimeters. There we go. I'll move it down. We're going to scale it only on the Z axis to Alright, then we're going to pop over to edit mode. Well, this is where it gets, no, not edit mode, yeah. This is where it gets a bit on the complicated side. We're going to duplicate it, link it, and we're going to rotate it only on the y-axis, which, okay, rotate, thank you, y-axis, thank you. We're only going to rotate a little bit. Then we're going to duplicate and link that one, and repeat the process. And we're going to do this quite a few times. Now, the reason why I'm using duplicate and link, and I don't know if it's exactly a necessity, duplicate linked, is because when I go to put the material on it, now we select all of them. This is way too damn big. Or small, I should say. Okay. Now, we are going to rotate this just a hair like that. And then I'm going to realize that this one, oops, not that one. That one is unneeded. So go ahead and delete that. And then, again, we're going to take those. Then we're going to join them. We're going to duplicate like that. We're going to rotate it around. Oop, like so. Now I know in the picture it's got those running right there, but I don't see it as a necessity. So there we go. Then we're going to grab the other cylinder and we're going to join those. Go to the 7 view. And then we're going to rotate. Oh, no. Duplicate linked. Rotate. Let's see if I can. So, gotta look at the hotkey. Alt-D. Okay. Alt-D. Rotate. Alt-D. Rotate. Alt-D. Rotate. And Uh-oh, missed it. Alt-A. Rotate. Doesn't look like it can be a lot. This thing needs to be smaller. Okay, so Alt-D. Rotate. Okay, and that's as far as we're going to go with that. Then we're going to select all of them. And then we're going to join it. And we're going to Alt-D it. And then we're going to rotate that to that right there. And as you can see, it's finished. But we're going to go ahead and join it with its buddy to make one big chunk. And I am going to pick that torus and I am going to scale that down right there and pull that up so it's in the dead center of that mess. Alright, so we got that bit so far. Now we're going to create one more cylinder. Oop. I'm going to drag this off to the side here. And then we're going to pop to 7. We're going to pull it off to the side a bit, like that. So it's like that. Make another cylinder. We're going to rotate this one on the Y. 90. Move it over, and then move it down, so it's right in line with that. Switch over there. Back end of it. We're going to drag that up. Now, we want this to be inside the torus and inside the pipe, so that way, as you can see, I totally whiffed on that. Oops. Yeah, Control Z. If you screw it up, just fix it. 7. There we go. Pull that up. We are going to scale it down just a little bit, like that. Drag that there. And drag that back. Now, as I was saying, we want it into both so that it looks like a solid piece. Then we are going to click on the other, no, not that one. Let's rename that. Inner core plasma. One day I can spell plasma injector. These are technically pistons for an actual plasma injector. If you could read that, it actually says pneumatic pistons, which uses, I think, air. Anyway, but we're going to do some other stuff with that. Okay, so on that cylinder, name lead pipe. And this one is going to be other pipe. Just so I know the difference. They're going to get joined together, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, but then we flip over here. Okay. Now, I got to curve this and bring it into that. So, we're going to extrude, rotate, extrude, rotate. Now, the way I'm doing this, it has to have a face. That's a mess there. But if you pop over to faces, you can see that it's got a face. I'm going to pop over to vertices. Alright, and then go back to 1. Thank you. And then extrude, rotate, extrude, rotate. And yeah, just in case you're curious, I actually do this while I'm doing my models. Oh yeah, that is going to be like way short. Hold on. Extrude. Rotate. Okay. Now that looks like it is not exactly straight. There we go. Alright, we're going to pick up the box, grab the whole thing, bring it up, grab the box again, distance because that's just messy. And we're going to drag that right there. However, we are going to scale it down. And we are going to throw a pool flip cut slide back here. Let's scale. I'm going to zoom in first. Scale it down. So that's pretty much straight, like so. Rotate that. That's kind of ugly. Oh well. Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. We're going to get rid of that. I see what's wrong. I'm going to back up quite a few spaces here. Because what I want to do is I want to extrude that. Like so. Damn it. Extrude all the way over. That way when I put the loop cut on, it's right. 7. I will admit I am not the most efficient blender user, probably. I'm sure if I was more focused on how those should. There we go. That looks better. Drag that out just a little bit. So, alright. And then we go back to 1. And now I remember why I wanted to do this. A, B, get the box. Drag that up right to the origin point. The reason for that is we're going to add a modifier and we're going to mirror it. And we're going to turn off that. Nope. There we go. And yeah, I do that till I get it right. Oh, and look, our things are really not at the same locations. So let's turn on the pistons. Yeah, that's an oops. Alrighty, that sucks. Alright, so A, we're gonna go B. We're gonna grab that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix it by extending this out. Damn, that is way off. Alright. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, that's really just going to be a pain in my ass. Alright, so we're not going to use that modifier. Screw it. Yeah, I really want to use the modifier. No. What we're going to do is we're going to flip over to object mode and see if we can do it this way. Add modifier. Mirror. And do it on the Z-axis. We're going to apply it. And we're going to just grab the whole thing and move it. Yay, go me. Figured it out. Then we're going to pop back to the... And we are going to put a cut and slide here. And cut and slide here. One right there. We're going to put another one right under it. Zoom in. Grab that. I'm going to scale it out. Supposedly, if you hit scale, hold the control. And 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 3 out. And go like this. Hit the beginning of this. And 1, 2, 3. And it does work. I'll slide up here. And I'll put those in there so that it looks more pipe fitted. I guess. So there's that. Now, this piece here is going to be kind of a repeat of that. So, I'm going to pop out. However, this one we are going to do significantly differently. Or am I? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and create us another cylinder here. I can't do that. So we're going to recenter our 3D thingamajigger. And then we are going to go ahead and make that cylinder again. And the length, depth is going to be 50 centimeters. That's it. We're going to drag it up here. And we're going to go to 7. And we are going to pull that to right about there. Now, if we look, looks like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this in edit mode, and that is right there. So that's a Shift D, I think, and then we're just gonna drag it. We are gonna close that pistons because that is a lot of mess, and we're going to zoom in quite a bit, obviously, because we're going to butt these up with each other. Make 5 in a row. Okay. Alright, we're going to skip the whole mess of them. Shift D it again. We're going to drag it over. Shift D it again. Drag that over. Then we're going to get the box. We're going to grab the whole thing. And we're going to Shift D it again. And drag it over. And this time we're going to drag it back one. Repeat the process. This time we're gonna. I don't know what I had. That's. Those of you following along at home, you can comment below what the hell I just hit to make that happen. Now when I'm doing this, I'm usually never talking, so there's periods of great silence. Alright, so then we use the box again, grab the whole thing. First we're going to line it up, right there. Then we're going to jump up to the 1, okay, it's in the right place, 3, in the right place. But we're going to stay in the 3 mode, we're going to drag it a little closer. Then we're going to Shift D it again. This time we're going to drag it this way, and then we're going to rotate it. Rotate it on the x-axis, because if you look, we're at the ZY. So we're going to rotate on the x-axis, this is 180 degrees. Now, I'm going to pop up to 7 just to make sure it's in the right place. Yep. Pull that there. So that looks about, looks even. Yeah, looks even. Alright. Jump to 1. We're going to do the whole thing again. Go to 7, make sure it's selected it, go back to 1, hit Shift D, drag it down here. Okay, now as you can see, since we did it in edit mode, that's all one object. And then boop. So now we've got the little cooling fans on there. Whee! Now there's connector stuff and little holder together stuff, but I'm not going to do those because it's basically just make a cube and follow the outside edge, and then make another couple cylinders to link it all together. So now we're going to jump over here on this cylinder here. I'm going to make a new one. We're going to call it cooling rods. That way we know what it's for. Okay, we don't need you. This is probably going to make me look like a damn idiot. There we go. Maybe not. Alright, we're going to get rid of that. We are going to add in a shader. We're going to use the principal BDSF shader. Drag you way the hell off the way. Now, I tend to pull this up because this is what we're going to use. And as you can see, I've got the base color, the height, metallic, normal, roughness, and AO, which is anisotropic. But it's not really necessary because we're using cycles instead of the normal render engine. Now, there is, you can take the base color here, put image texture, then open it and hunt it down. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to show you a different way. So, now most of this I'll be doing from my other screen, but you just drag it and drop it. Delete that one. That's not in the way. Or that's in the way. Okay, so we put that there. Drag that up there. However, we are going to add in one other thing here. We're going to add in a mix shader right there. And the reason for this, we're going to, that's the one. And we're going to add in an emission shader. We're going to plug it in here. Now, because this is for this bit. No. It's alright. Do another one. Rename cooling rods. Alright, we're not doing that yet. Doop. Okay, so just drag that over there. Like so. Okay, drag it up. That's on color. Then we're going to drag in the height map and the normal map. Turn these to non-color data. Going to add in a vector bump. We're going to connect that into the normal. I'm going to add in a vector normal map. Maybe. Alright, so then we add the color there. We add the normal there. We add the height there. Now, let's zoom in here. I'm going to go ahead and flick this over to rendered. Bink. Okay. We haven't unwrapped it yet, so let's go ahead and pop over to Object. Hit A. Go to Wireframe. Okay, now we got that. Now, there's like 100 ways to unwrap this. However, I'm going to use cylinder projection. And we drag this up. Yeah, I did it right. Yay. And we go to UV imager. And we pull up the battered metal base color. So that's what you're going to see, because it's projecting it from a cylinder. However, we are going to select all of it. We are going to scale it significantly. Let's see, it's doing both of them at the same time, so it's going to be kind of a... Yeah, we're just going to undo that. We're going to scale it only on the... No, we're not going to scale it all. That's what it's going to look like. Normally I make it way bigger, so that you get a lot of detail, but this is like really big, so you won't really need that much detail. And if I do this without screwing up, this Windows things is always complicated for me. I know it sounds stupid. Okay, so then we're going to drag in the metallic here. And don't forget to change these to non-color data. Drag it off to the side. And then the roughness map, non-color data. Just plug it into roughness. Just to be on the safe side. God, put that to data. We're going to go ahead and put this on the anisotropic thing. Now, from what I understand, it's not necessary, but then we're going to change this, because if I render this, wow, that looks kind of crappy, but I'm not worried about it. So we're going to take this and move this to 0.08. We're going to raise this to 6. Okay, yeah, I just can't deal with that. You know, no. Oh, there we go. We're going to go ahead and flip over to the UV image editor. We are going to throw the battered metal up. We're going to just get way back. We'll scale it. Scale. Grab it. Or rotate it, maybe, I guess. Grab it. We're going to move it on the Y. Well, that looks like crap, doesn't it? Oh well. Anyway, I'm not going for prettiness. So let me get back to the node editor. Alright, so that's technically done. Post this to 2. Yeah, there we go. And see how it looks a little beat up. That's how we wanted it. Smart Green Grab project. I've never actually used this, so I don't. Oh, it looks like it's going to lock up. Let's look at the UV image editor. A lot of faces. Yeah, doesn't really look any better. Alright, so then we can hide the cooling rods. No, we can't because we're in edit mode. So we're going to go with the plasma ejector core. We are going to hide the cooling rods. Let's find it. Actually, we're going to do the pistons first. So we are going to make a new material. I've really gotta just hit Z. Thank you. Alright. So, plasma ejector rods. We're gonna get rid of that. This time we're going to first pop a mix shader. Then we're going to pop a principled shader. I probably use this like way too damn much. And we're going to pop a emission shader. No, I've got those normal ones. There we go. Because I want to control how much the emission shows. And we are going to get a converter black body. Now this is so awesome because in Kelvin this shows how hot the metal's gonna get. This is like 1500 degrees Kelvin, which sounds like a whole lot, but it's actually like the heat of a candle flame. I'm sure you can Google the information somewhere. But what this is going to do is once I get the principled one here set up, it's going to put this emission underneath the metal. So, I'm going to hop over, grab a different texture. And this texture actually is way simpler. So we're just going to connect that there. That's the color. We're going to pop a normal map here. Go ahead and set the strength to 2 just because I like that number. Then we're going to drag in the roughness. Drag that up there, that there. Put that into roughness, but we're going to increase the metallic to 100 to 1. Make sure we put non-color data. So, we're going to go ahead and switch this to rendered. As you can see, it's giving off light. But if I turn this to 0 degrees, that makes no sense. Oh, that's probably up to it. Give me a second here. Light is not liking that being in rendered mode. There we go. So we're gonna drop that factor down. So where's my preview? I thought that would have helped. Oh, maybe if I change the strength to 2.5. Factor is supposed to. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Not color data. Okay, that's what it's supposed to look like. Let me just raise the factor up here a little bit. There we go. See, that way it'll look like hot gold. And then if I put it back up to 1500, it'll be hot gold that's 1500 degrees. Kelvin, apparently. So that bit's done. So then we select other pipe and lead pipe, lead pipe. Messed that up. Oh well, we're going to join those together. And then we are going to add a new metal. Just delete that. Shader. I like always use the principled shader made by some dude at Disney, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to go back over. I probably should just drag this over here. You go over here. No, I got these from Adobe Dimension. It's a Adobe program. Didn't realize I had them until I stumbled upon them. They're all pretty simple though. And non-color data. And non-color data. Make sure I did this roughness and normal. Okay, so the roughness plugs into roughness. We're going to use the metallic. Put the color into color. And then you have to in order to add the normal map thingamajigger. And color. Alright, go ahead, let's set that to 2. Alright, now this one, which is probably what I should have done on the other one, is pop that. Unwrap. I'm just going to project from view. It's real easy, real cheesy. Alright, pop that back out. There we go. And then we are going to Torus 1, 2, 3. These all need to be connected. Technically need to be connected. No, not that one. Not you. You. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and join them up anyway. And then we're going to pop over. Shading UV. Lost it for a second. Jesus, project from view. Alright. And then the ejector core. Now, if you look at the picture, let me bring that back up here. The image editor, switch to reactor injector JPEG. Zoom it in. These two Toruses technically have that there. So I'm not even sure what that's. I can't read it. So I don't know what it says, but I think that's part of the cooling system or the pneumatic system. I don't know. Anyway, but I didn't put them in here. Probably could, but I'm just not gonna. Anyway, so yeah, and then go back to the editor, and we are going to pop a new material. You guessed it. this open again. We're going to go up, up. Alright. Once this all finishes loading. Corrugated sheet metal. What the hell does that even look like over it? No, I don't want that. I really probably should have had this picked up first. No. That should have wanted something like the pipe, maybe. Alright, this is another one from the Adobe thing. Just drag the roughness in, make sure it's on non-color data. Drag that over there. Nice stupid thing. I must pull that off on the screen there. Go ahead and pull the metallic in. Put that in there. I'm a little picky on how it's laid out. That way I can figure it out later. Base color. Dink. And then normal map. Non-color data. Then vector. Normal map. This one, however, has a height map, which we're still going to put in. And then we're going to add in the bump map, which is what you need for the height map. Plug that in there. 2.8. And then we're going to do 10 on that. Get a nice look there. Alright, so non-color, non-color, color, non-color, non-color. Alright, and that's done. Now we just need to pop this over to that, hit A, and then project from view. Now normally I put a lot more effort into it, but I'm not today. So we're going to jump to the camera view. And we're going to hit Shift F. Which gives us control. We're going to go like so. About as far as I get the fit, Jesus. Alright. I'm just doing to do. I don't need to even do that. So I'm going to go ahead and yank that sideways. Zoom in. We're going to look at it in rendered view. Kind of scrubby, but like I said, I didn't put a ton of effort into it. It's more showing how to do the modeling of this and these, and then I'm going to go ahead and actually render it out, and I'll see you when it's finished. Okay, we are back. Oh god.